Boxing King Media. We are joined today by Khalil, 24-year-old amateur star. A lot of hype around him. Recently signed by MATCHROOM Boxing USA. Khalil, how you doing? First of all,
I'm doing good, man. I'm blessed. Happy to be here. I'm looking forward to putting on this show, man. Thank you for having me, also.
our pleasure. You're currently in the MATCHROOM bubble at the Mandalay Bay. Tell us how you find that experience in over in the bubble.
It's overwhelming. I've never been in a situation like this. With the I'm walking through the casino, and people like, oh, can I take a picture with you? People already know who I am. It's an amazing feeling. I try to be like humble and try to act good, but inside of my head, I'm going crazy. Like, wow, oh God, people know me. I went back to the room, it was like, Pops, did you see that? But I'm trying to take it all in one day at a time, and focus and lock in, and I'll celebrate once everything is over with.
That's it. Obviously, in previous interviews, you've talked a lot about your upbringing and how rough it was in New Jersey. So I don't want to ask you the same questions again, but what I do want to ask you is, how's it going to feel for you, your family, the people that you grew up with from New Jersey, you making your pro debut on the Zone on such a big boxing card this Saturday?
It's crazy. My phone's been going off non-stop. Like, there's people that I'm talking about, I haven't spoken to in years, calling me, congratulating me. And, it's like, where I'm from, you don't really get that, you don't get the support and stuff like that from each other. But for them to come together and support me and push me and motivate me how they do, how they're doing now, it's incredible. I would have never thought that would happen.
You said there you're getting people that haven't spoken to you for years ringing you up. How are you finding that? Because as you can imagine, you're probably going to have a lot of new relatives, a lot of new friends. Everybody knows Khalil Ko. Yeah, I went to school with him. He's my cousin. Yep. How are you finding dealing with that?
I mean, I don't really hold like grudges against anybody. I love everybody. So for me, I take it as it is. I speak. I say hello. I said I greet. And I keep going. I keep. If it's not someone that's in my training camp or my immediate family, I just keep it pushing. I speak and I respond and things like that. But as far as anything else, I'm just staying focused.
Best way to be. I've seen you mention that. A lot of fighters, when they get asked about favorite food, they mention all sorts of varieties of food, but I've never heard anyone say crab legs.
I love crab legs. I love them.
Explain them, because I've never had crab legs. So somebody's never had them. I've never had them. What do they taste like?
I don't know how to. I mean, it's exquisite. I don't know how to explain it. You just have to have the right setup. Like, as a matter of fact, after I weigh in, I'm gonna have some crab legs. I'm gonna have a seafood boil. I love seafood. I was actually thinking about becoming a pescatarian.
No way.
But I got to see how that works first.
Okay. Obviously, you've mentioned in previous interviews that your mum's the person that got you into boxing. She dragged you to the gym. Just tell me about that first moment where she said to you, "Right, Khalil, you're going to the boxing gym." What was it? Followed by a clip around the ear, or what was the moment that led to her saying, "Right, you're going to the gym, boy"?
It was a pinch. I got pinched.
Where did you get pinched?
I get pinched right on the shoulder, and it was like a pull. Like, all right, let's go. I got something for you. I didn't know where we was going. I had seen the gym before, running past it, playing, but I never paid any mind. And I guess she had already had it planned in her head. One day she was gonna bring me in, because once we walked in, like, he already knew her. They knew each other and everything. So, like, here he is, and she just threw me in there. Like, here you go. And I'm like, oh, what's this? And I'm touching stuff. I'm punching the bags without the wraps and stuff. Hey, don't punch that without your hand wraps on. And I'm just like, all right. So now I'm excited. My mother, like, I see her doing the paperwork. So now I don't know what she's doing, but I know I'm gonna be in here now. I seen her doing paperwork and stuff. So from there, it was leather. I smelled the leather. I wanted the first thing I saw was the speed bag. I seen the guys killing the speed bag. I'm like, I want to do that. Like, I was little, so they had to adjust. But yeah, that was a great experience.
Awesome. Obviously, everyone knows what you've done in the amateurs. You know, you're most famous for your knockout of Julio de la Cruz, Cesar La Cruz, should I say. Obviously, following on from that, again, obviously, your prison sentence, 16 months you did inside. Most people know obviously why you went in. So I'm not going to ask you about the story. But what I want to ask you is about prison life. How did you experience, your time inside? What did you learn about yourself? How did you cope with, confinement?
That I wouldn't say that I needed that, but I would say I made the best out of this situation. I got closer with Allah. I learned more about the Deen. I say I got stronger mentally, physically, spiritually. I didn't really have really too much trouble because everyone knew me. Everybody, if I was feeling down, they'd tell me, "Oh, go work out, go do some push-ups." Like they're trying to you'll be out there soon. Like they're motivating me. Like, hey, only thing I couldn't do, I couldn't watch boxing. Like I couldn't do it. I'll be upset with myself. Like the boxing came on, everybody come call me, hey, they boxing is on, but it would take me a lot to go and watch. Like I would be really upset with myself. But other than that, it was just more of me being away from my family and not doing what I love is what got to me.
Yeah. So it's obviously an experience. You mentioned your faith there. Obviously, were you born into Islam, or is it something that you obviously discovered later in life?
No, I converted. I converted when I was about, I say 16. Okay. My uncle and my father are also Muslim, in faith. But he made sure I wanted to do it myself, and it wasn't no one else's decision. He said I had to want it. So once I got old enough to start reading and understanding it, that's when I told him I wanted to take my shahada.
Okay. If I was to ask you what brought you to it, was it something specific that you read and thought, you know what, this is for me, or was it just pretty much everything?
It was a boxer, Muhammad Ali. At the time I was watching all the old fighters and I was like, I want to do exactly what he's doing. I gotta be great. I gotta believe exactly what he believes in. And do everything exactly the way he does it.
Okay. Then I've also seen that you said that your boxing style, you take something from everyone. So I'm going to give you 3 aspects of a boxer: footwork, defense, and offense. So if you start with footwork, where we took your footwork from?
Footwork, I would definitely say I got my footwork from Ali.
Okay, I look forward to seeing that.
Footwork, defense.
Yeah.
I would say, I would say Mayweather. I stole Mayweather's defense,
Okay.
And it's in offense, Sugar Ray Leonard.
Sugar Ray Leonard. Interesting.
Yeah.
We'll look forward to seeing that. Your first fight in 2 years. How are you dealing with the nerves? We're a couple of days away. What's going through your mind right now?
I think I look at it like this. The biggest thing with me was probably the press conference. I was terrified. Now I'm past that. And just like any other fight, when I was overseas or in the national tournaments, like we all feel that nervousness until you get in there and the punches are thrown. And everything is just regular. So I'm ready for it. I'm prepared for that part.
You mentioned quite a few times that you want to give back to your community. When that time comes, when you're a multiple weight champion, millions in the bank, what's Khalil Cole going to do for New Jersey? Have you got something in mind?
Right now, as we speak, actually, I'm trying to do like a recreational center. Like at the school, there's a friend of mine I grew up with. Like if you watch my sort of like my story on MATCHROOM, the place I grew up at. There was a guy who grew up with me, one of my best friends. He's part of the Atlanta Falcons now. He just got drafted to the Atlanta Falcons. We're gonna come together and try to do something. We don't know what, but right now we're working on like an after school program or something, like you play basketball, little things like that. Like when I was coming up, I had like Boys and Girls Club and things like that, somewhere to go after school instead of being out there on the street.
I think your community will obviously respect you both for that, and the rewards of that in the hereafter, you know yourself, they're going to be great.
Definitely.
As Muhammad Ali was quoted as saying. A last question. I feel like there's similar hype around you as there was around Anthony Sims Jr. He had some great fights in the Matchroom. He had the loss, and Matchroom dropped him after that. I don't know if you know that or not. Do you feel like there's pressure on you as a boxer? Obviously, Matchroom got a lot of USA fighters. Everyone's trying to impress Eddie Hearn. And do you feel like if you know, if something doesn't go your way, could it affect your career?
I look at it like all I have to do is be the best me I can be, you know. And the pressure, there's always going to be pressure, you know. When you want to be great, and where there's competition, there's pressure, you know, because you always got somebody that's going to be going against you, and you know, there's always the opposition. So there's always going to be pressure, and in this sport, you have to get used to it. You know, whether it's mentally, physically, either way, you have to get used to it.
Yeah. The fighters that you fought in the amateurs, do you keep a record of some of the guys that we fought? Because there's a fight I want to mention, Kevin Agiyako, Irishman from Belfast. He's currently 8-0 with 5 knockouts. Have you seen much of him?
Yeah, I fought him twice. Yeah, I fought him twice. Yeah, I haven't been. I got him on, like, we communicate once in a while, like on Instagram. If I see his picture or something, like I might text him or DM him or something like that. But as far as like boxing, I haven't seen. No, not really.
Okay. Last question, weight-wise, are we expecting to see you campaign for title fights at super middleweight, or you think you could go lower?
Super middleweight, definitely. Definitely.
Right, spot on. Khalil, tell the fans where they can follow you on social media.
You can follow me on Instagram at KhalilCo_, and you can follow me on Twitter at KhalilCo1.
Just in case fans don't know, I haven't seen much of you, I'm going to post the De La Cruz knockout. I want to post this interview tomorrow. Thank you for joining us. Guys, Boxing King Media, check out the website, theboxingking.com, where we sell boxing art and boxing phone cases. Khalil, I want to wish you all the best for Saturday night.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.